Hi everyone, I'm Meesh.
And I'm Hollis, and today we'll be taking a helicopter ride above the beautiful North Cascades of Washington State. You'll get a bird's eye view on how we, the remote unknown, capture aerial landscape images.
We'll then show you an efficient editing process using Luminar AI to save time and create amazing imagery. We'll give you the tools that you need to tell stories and express yourself as an artist. Today is day one of our 5-day adventure on the road where we'll bring you along for the ride.
Stopping at various locations along the West Coast.
All right, let's get up in the air.
Let's do it. He does, he really wants to go.
Start with you, and then Mark will be behind you there.
Yeah, visually I can get you all the way, yeah.
We took a beautiful helicopter ride to catch an aerial view of the North Cascade Range.
We started the flight just in time for golden hour in order to have the best lighting possible. Sometimes you don't always get what you plan for, and the sunset was somewhat lackluster.
Nonetheless, we still enjoyed the insane views in the Cascades. As we've had a very heavy snow season in the North Cascades, Mount Baker was beautifully blanketed with snow, as well as Coleman Glacier. Unlike many other glaciers in the continental US, which are experiencing rapid retreat throughout the past several decades, Mount Baker's glaciers remain relatively healthy due to large yearly snowfalls. On this helicopter ride, Hollis brought his Canon R5 as well as an RF 24-70 2.8. I was shooting on a Sony a7R IV and switched between using my Sigma 24-70 2.8 and Sony G Master 70-200. There's not much room or weight allowance on a helicopter flight, so we both had to pack light. From Bellingham, Washington, we took off into the North Cascade Mountains of the Mount Baker Wilderness. All right, everyone, so we're back home. We had a wonderful flight over the North Cascades in the Mount Baker Wilderness. Didn't quite get the beautiful light that we were hoping for, but we still got some great images that we can work with. So let's go ahead and jump into Luminar AI and take a look at one of the images that we took on the flight. As you can see, this is kind of more of a blue hour image after the sun had set. We could kind of bring back the sky, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a sky replacement with Sky AI to start it off, just to kind of give it more of a golden glow. So I'm gonna use one of our skies from San Francisco. And the first thing I'm gonna do to start off again is I'm gonna take the global all the way to the left, as well as the closed gaps and the fixed details, just so that we can kind of see where the sky is on the horizon line here. I'm gonna move the vertical position just a little bit. As you can see, when you toggle this, you can move the sky to the position that looks best. So I think that looks pretty good. On this one, you can kind of see there's still a little bit of funk happening on the horizon line. So I'm gonna take the horizon blending and take it all the way to the right. And as you can see, this kind of smooths those lines out a little bit so it doesn't look as funky. We're gonna go down. I'm gonna take the reflection all the way to 0 just because we're not really using any reflection in this image. I'm gonna take the atmospheric haze up a little bit because we're gonna bring some of that back in our AI enhance. So just kind of where this looks good. I'm gonna bring the warmth back a little bit too, just to make it match a little bit more with the blue hour. That looks good. And then brighten it up just a little bit as well. I think that looks really good. And just like we did on the last image, I'm gonna go ahead and use a paint mask. It's gonna bring up our brush here. I'm gonna make this huge so that we can easily erase some of the sky that's on the mountain. So we're gonna hit Option. So we're just gonna take all of this out just because we are getting kind of a funky reflection still on the mountains, like in this area. And take that out. And like I said, you don't have to be too meticulous. You can kind of just get most of the stuff out. I think that looks pretty good. So we don't have any of those funky little shadows coming out on the mountain here. So let's go ahead and jump into the AI Enhance and bring a little bit of the sky back. It's looking pretty pastel and kind of natural, but I want to kind of take this blue hour image into more of a golden hour image. So we're gonna bring this up. And this tool kind of crosses your T's and dots your I's. It just really brings out everything in the image. I love it. Bring that up a little bit. And then I'm actually going to use the sky enhance on this as well, since we use the atmospheric haze to kind of desaturate the sky. Let's bring a little bit of that back here. I think that looks good. We're gonna go into landscape, and also since we have such a golden sky and I'm trying to get this blue hour to be a little bit warmer, we'll use the golden hour tool in landscape to bring a little bit of that golden back. And then I'm also gonna use a little bit of the glow as well, not too much. I'm literally going to just 2 on this one. I'm gonna do the same thing with Mystical because I don't want it too much and too soft, but just a tiny bit of soft focus to give it that glow. And then in this case, since we've still got a lot of blues in the mountain part of the image, I'm gonna go ahead and use the color harmony tool and then go into my highlights. And I'm gonna bring a little bit of the red back into this image, just like I said, so we can get it on the warmer side. Not too much. I think that looks great. So let's go ahead and take a look at the before and after. So as you can see, we kind of turned a lot of those blues more into warm hues with our warm golden sunset. I think that looks pretty good. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching and following along on our adventure today. I hope you learned something new about Luminar AI that you can use to easily enhance your images. If you're interested in using some of our templates as well as our sky packs, check out the marketplace on Skylum's website for more information linked below. Also, tune into our next episode where we will continue our road trip and explore the Pacific Northwest coastline.